Ladies and gentlemen, I would like now to introduce to you another distinguished guest speaker for this afternoon, Mr. Kalin Sarasin, who is currently the chairman of the Thai Chamber of Commerce and the Board of Trade of Thailand. And he also the chairman of the Tourism Authority of Thailand Board of Directors. He received his Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering from Lehigh University, the United States of America. He got his Master of Business Administration from University of Notre Dame, the same country, and joined the Advanced Management Program from Harvard University, right? The United States of America. His working experiences, just to name some, are Managing Director of SCG Trading Company Limited, Division Manager Cement Marketing Siam Cement Industry Company Limited, and Division Manager Project Service Siam Cement PLC. In addition, he had been an honorary advisor to many institutions such as the National Research Council of Thailand, Board of the National Geoinformatics, National Reform Steering Assembly member, Board of Directors of Toyota Motors, Board of Directors of Kasikorn Bank, and Board of the Council of the Thai Red Cross. He has also contributed to the Thai nation with the concept of the three basic factors: security, safety, and hygiene, with the emphasis on the value and development of the products in tourism industry. And ladies and gentlemen, today, he will be sharing with us his expert opinion. I have to say expert, because I've found out that he has been an expert in this topic, Thailand Tourism and Services 4.0. So with that, I ask you to give your full attention to Mr. Kalin Sarasin and help me in welcoming him to the stage right now. Mr. Kalin.
Thank you very much, Vice Ministers. All the professors, I'm very glad to be here, and I understand that most of you are professors in university, right? Okay, and half of them are here, another half outside. I hope they will come here, inside room sometimes, First of all, I would like to talk about what the economy in Thailand is doing. Right now, our growth, GDP growth is around 4.2 to 4.5% growth this year, and hopefully by the end of this year around this about 5%. And 4 or 5 years ago it was about minus 8%, minus 0.8%. So right now after coup d'etat, the economy is getting better and better, right? You know why? You know why the economy is getting better? Because the country is safe. Safety and security is very important for tourism. And the moment last year we have about 35.6 million visitors to Thailand. We are ranked like maybe the 6th in the world. And the Bangkok, we rank the 1st in the world that people visit. So because, our country is safe, So actually they don't care about democracy. The tourists don't care about democracy or not. As long as it's safe, they will come. So this is the economies right now. So I'd like to overview overall what the economy is in Thailand right now. So the GDP growth, GDP 2017, it consists of the sectors, 3 big sectors. One is industrial, about 36.2%, and service about 55%. And agriculture about 8.2%. This is GDP growth, GDP of the countries. But if this is the number here, I transferred it down here. But if you put into the number of laborers, you can see that agriculture about 31%. Okay, you can see that GDP 8.2%. But you turn to the labor, 31% of the labor. Okay, industrial, 36%. You get GDP, the money come for the countries, and industrial 16.3% is for labor using. For service, 55% for GDP, using people 52%. What's it mean? What's it mean that the GDP from the agriculture is not imbalance? You see, you have a lot of people and generate very low income. Yeah. But industry, you can get more income. And service is about the same. Right? In the future, Thailand, they will move to more advanced industry. That means they're using less and less people. And also they use automated and also use of robotic. So these people have to move somewhere. They can see the trend. This since 1998. This is a labor force, 41% in service, 14% in industry, and then 45% in agriculture. You can see that from 1998 until 2017, the numbers roughly has come back to 31% in agriculture, 52% service, and 16% industry. That means in the future we move more and more to service. And mainly of the service is tourism. Okay? If the country is, developed countries, that means that you have to have the GDP in service sector about 70%. In Japan about 70%, Singapore 74%, and US about 80%. But at the moment right now, 55%. That means in the future, Thailand will be moved more and more into service. Okay, service is a key point. And right now we have a high growth in hotel and service more and more. And he said, what type of service is high growth? You can see it probably, you sit in the back of the room, you can see it. The hotel and service is very high growth here, and transportation, financial service, education, all these are high service. Last year, tourism consists about 20% of GDP, so quite big of the numbers. More than 10 years ago, we have tourists around 10 million. And right now it's growth very fast to 35 million. We employ people, about 4.4 million people, about 11% of the total workforce. And investment in tourism about 104.8 billion baht. And revenue generate income, direct and indirect, about 400 billion baht. So it's quite a lot and generate a lot of income from tourism. This is a value chain in Thailand for tourism. For example, you book booking and then airlines and all this accommodation or shopping. All these are value chains. You can see that the numbers of the generation, the revenue from the value chain, about 25% has come from accommodations, 24% come shopping, 21% from food, 11% from entertainment, and 10% from logistics. In the old days, we survey people. Why you come to Thailand, and what do you do in Thailand? All these. They said, okay, they come to Thailand to visit to many places. But right now, difference. They want to come to eat Thai food. That's why they come to Thailand. So this is a good way of doing it, right? Yeah. Okay, you see that eat and also accommodations that they pay a lot. We have many good hotels in Thailand and very good, clean hotel in Thailand. Yeah. This is the number of tourists, the revenue. See that in the past, 2008, around 14 million people, and go up, and come down when they have the crisis in Thailand, and then after that we jump up to about 35 million. And this year, roughly around 38 million. 35 million, about 1/3 has come from China, and the rest like 1 million. That the minister show you the numbers. And this is a revenue. You see the revenue has come up and up. Okay, this is similar what the minister said, that the 2017, the revenue 2.75 trillion baht, growth about 10% from the year before, and then visitors about 35 million, and we generate income growth about 12%, and domestic tourists about 0.9 trillion baht, and growth about 6%. Okay. We're using tourists as a mean to generate income to rural areas, to narrow the gap of the rich and the poor. So this is a number that a minister showed you before, that one third of visitors come from China. More than half is FIT. More than half of Chinese visitors right now are FIT. And about 60% of the whole tourists, more than half of 35 million people is FIT. They come on their own. You see that Malay 3.3, and then after that, we call 1 million club. Many countries 1 million club, and UK 1.01 is just above 1 million club. You can see the number of Malays dropped down. The problem with Malay dropped down because of the border. Sometimes immigration office said, okay, close the border, open the border. Something is not coincide yet in Thai government official. For us, TAT, we promote the people to come to countries, but some official government, they said, not yet. Be concerned about the safety of the people, so they bar people from coming to countries. Sometimes you can see a long line in the airport. Sometimes they have to fix all these things to make it more convenient for the tourists to come. So this is revenue. You can see the majority come from China. Right? You see that UK, Korea, Japan, but UK in the past, see that the ranking is about top 10, right? Only 1 million, but generate income about number 5. You see that. USA also a lot, and Russian. You see Russian generate high income also. You see Russian is about maybe number 6. Number 6 number of tourists, but generate income at number 2. In the old days, Russian, a lot of Russian came, and with the pay very low spending. But right now we have more high purchasing power. Russian came. Yeah. Okay, this is revenue. Yeah. Growth more than 11%. Domestic growth about 6%. Okay, this is China. See that? Okay, this is and see about month by month. Okay, so right now, who is your first time to Thailand? Okay, number of people. You might not know, Thailand is right now, we located right in the center of ASEAN. ASEAN is like maybe, we have 10 countries, 5 countries around this area, another 5 is island. Yeah. So we located at the center of ASEAN. So right now the connectivity is very important. These 5 countries connecting from Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam, we are connected by road. So around this area consists about 200 million people. And another 5 countries, about 200 million people. So these are quite larger numbers. So last week we have a meeting we call ECMEC. ECMEC is come from Irrawaddy, is a river here, Chao Phraya River in Thailand, also Mekong, up here. So we connecting 5 countries in this forum called ECMEC. So he said, how can we connectivities, all these, and also including the tourism. So Thailand would be a center, and then we want to be the center that the people in around the world can come and get the visa. For example, like Schengen, you can come to one country and you can go along either in ASEAN or ECMEC countries. We try to move like that, and also across the board easier. Okay, and also when we plan, we want to have like 2 countries, 1 destination, maybe 3 countries or 4 countries, 1 destination. Once you come and you can stop by many countries. That's our plan. And out of 35 million visitors last year, 17.6 million come from ASEAN. The traveler within our ASEAN, about half. Yeah. And people come to Thailand. 15% we collect the numbers. We are connecting to other countries within ASEAN. You can see the road. This is Thailand, Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and also Vietnam. So the road, this is a plan, should be connected. But right now, about maybe 60% are connected already. Yeah. This is about the border trade. We trade along border. This is also the route that we plan, that we want to come and then visitors. For example, you come to Phitsanulok here, you can drive along and go to Myanmar, to Yangon. And from here, you can go to Laos and go to south part of China. And then go to Laos and connecting to Khon Kaen or Udon Thani in northeast of Thailand. And then connecting from the eastern part of Thailand, you connected to Siem Reap in Cambodia. And also from the eastern part of Thailand connected to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. So this is we like to plan the activities connecting to each other. And also this one is the plan we call Tour Rim Khong. Tour Rim Khong is rim is mean near, like Tour de Khong, you know. This is a Mekong River. This Laos is Thai. So we plan to have these 7 provinces connected to each other, and also how can we segment the people who want to come to see cultures, see adventure, or slow life people, for sport, for romantic, or have a special lifestyles. So we call this project called Khu Isan. The people can come and tour the Rim Khong and also see the cultures in many places. And for example, if the sports, you can go ride bike. And right now we have around this area, we have very good bike ride in Nakhon Phanom. We want to extend it along this way. So the people can bike ride, and also at the same time that they can stay at a good hotel along Mekong River. We want to do something similar to an European do. Right? And this is another one we promoted to promote what we call secondary city. There are about 55 secondary cities that we want to promote, and been promoted for a while. And then also we said go local. So when you go local, you have activities in local and also culture in local. And also this is we call Amazing Thai Te. I'll explain to you afterward. Yeah, for the cultural activities here. Okay, this is very important about the inclusive tourism. You know, you can see that in the level 1, what I showed you before, the value chain of tourism in Thailand. But you know, if you increase activities, more income to the people in the first level. For example, if the hotel you sell very well, that means you have to expand the hotel. You know, when you expand the hotel, that means you need more buildings. So people have to go hire people for the building. So that's another ring that you involve. But if you're in a restaurant, if you sell very well in restaurants, that means the farmer has to grow more, and have to grow more food and have more pig, more chickens. So that's another ring. And this is about the government. If you have more people in government, have to increase more people to service the tourists. So this is the second ring. So the third ring, they said, "Oh, I'm not involved, you know, with tourism. I just, you know, people normal in Thailand, but we're not involved. But they're affected by tourism also. For example, in some city in the north, for example, in Nan province, people in Nan, they said, oh, I'm not involved with tourism at all. I'm just staying in Nan. But one day, TAT will promote Nan to be one of the tourist spots. So right now, Nan is full of cars, so affected. So he's also affected. So he involved with the third ring. They said, okay, how can we do, the first ring, second ring, and third ring? How can we get all people involved and in the plan and voice all of them? How can we do it? Yeah. So this is very important. So the inclusive tourism, this is one of the things that we have to concern about it. And also opportunities. Right now, in the whole world, I think it's more and more aging societies, including Thailand. Thai people also have elderly people. Within about 5 years, it'll be more and more elderly people. Same thing that, in other countries around this region, also aging societies. So we have in 3 segments. The first one is independent living. That means that people can come. They're aging, but they come. They don't need people much, but they come to hospital by themselves and do like that. And they live in their home. They're only old people. But in the next level, they call assisting living. That means that retirement. People retire, they want to stay, and they want people to help. They need an assistant when they live there. But if you're getting more and more old, maybe you lay in bed, called nursing home. Maybe we really need assisting living, also nursing home. People help you 100%. So that these opportunities of this part in this region, especially in Thailand. So right now in Chiang Mai, this business is become more and more attractive to Switzerland people or Japanese people. They come and have a facility like this in Thailand. Yeah. You see that retirement home project in Thailand. A lot of people do it. This is from Swiss, open in Chiang Mai. And also this another opportunities we call Amazing Thai Host. We see that this in Canadian. Who come from Canada? Anyone? No one? From Canada, this is a Canadian at Calgary Airport. They use old people come to help volunteer work. We call White Hat. And this is Japanese. Anyone from Japan? Japan. This is from volunteer from Japan, Korea, in Tokyo. Right. But this is in Thailand. We have it last year. So this one we use retired people come to help and conduct where it's a good place to visit. And sometimes this is not safe, this is safe. So that we hide these people do it. This is another opportunity that how can we using your elderly people to work. Yeah. And this is another one that new opportunities. Thailand, we try to promote. This is called new S-curve, the growth of new engines. So this you can see that in food for the futures, medical and health, wellness, this is also generate more income in the futures. And this is a project called EEC, Eastern Economic Corridor, that the government is pushing right now. In the eastern part of Thailand, we have 3 airports now, Don Mueang, Suvarnabhumi, and also Utapao. So the government will connect these 3 airports with the high-speed train. That should be done within maybe 3 years. Right now, starting already. Okay, start bidding right now already. Once it finished, so the connectivity between this city would be nice, and also we can promote all these 3 cities in EEC. But programs for the promoting this EEC for tourism, we have this city called Pattaya. Anyone know Pattaya? The name Pattaya. Yeah. Pattaya is here at this location where the minister house around this area. So we want to have this area we call Be Leisure a destination. That means business and leisure destination. So we have to do business also. We can drive to here to work. At the same time, you have the leisure destination. So we want to have it like a health and wellness tourism, and also the MICE city around this area. And also we like to have the cruise master plan. Right now, the cruise terminal in Thailand is not world standard yet. So we try to promote as a cruise tourism master plan, and also we should have a standard. And we have to see the business model, either home port or port of call, and see that how can we do it. We have many ports, but right now it's not deep enough for the water. This is in Pattaya. We want to do something that exciting to the world, that maybe, if it's possible, that in San Francisco we have Pier 39, right? So we want to do something like that at Pier 39 San Francisco. We call Pattaya on Pier. This is we like to have this part in Pattaya. And the other day I talked to a minister that maybe we have to push this forward. How can we do it? But I don't know how to, but we like to have one. Right. And this is now opportunities, in the future, where in the service, more advanced service, we need more robotic, more AI. At the same time, we have to train the new people to work in the tourism, especially health and healthcare, how we do it. Yeah. And e-commerce is very important. Right now, Alibaba is coming to play in Thailand. So, University of Thai Chamber of Commerce, we also we have a right to train people do the e-commerce for Alibaba. Yeah. This said Chinese buy durian from in the website 1 minute, 80,000 durian within 1 minute. So this is using e-commerce. Okay, another one is about trade and service, 0.0. And how can we use trade and service? So that means in 4.0, that means we have to use digitized economies and also creative economies. At the same time, right now, Thai people want to promote the cultural economy to help. So if you link all these three together, that means have sufficient economies. This is the secret of Thai, Thainess. When you come to Thailand, people, have a healthy heart. I mean, a smile, hospitalities. We have thoughtfulness, helpiness. You can see that in Thailand, and happy and trust. This is called Thai cultures. We mean that. So at the moment, we have one of the young guy. He really good in doing this robot. I use the Thainess to do it. Thainess like to care people. So use the robot called Dinsaw mini robot. So assist for the elderly care. So this is in Japan. He sell to Japan hospitals and elderly care facilities. So this is the one always talk to the elderly. At the same time, said, the time to eat medicine, time to talk, time to exercise, like that. So this sell very well in China, in Japan. They call it Dinsaw robot. And this is also televised right now in Thailand. Is coming to play for the healthcare, long distance clinics. And also when we pay Starbucks, right now we can pay by this already. Service. Also in Thai, we focus to emotional Thainess. Yeah. When you massage like this, so we have, good massage, something like in Bali. This is also utilized. The digital technologies come to play with tourism. Yeah. Once you get the data, so we can analyze more and more. The branding is also very important. Right now, we're using amazing everything. If people said amazing, you have to consider it's Thailand. So, amazing Thailand, amazing Thai taste. That means we have very good food. People come to Thailand, amazing. You can see that in the airport. Many counters say amazing Thai taste, amazing taste. So we promote it. And also this was amazing Thai taste. I'll explain to you afterward. You know, in Japan, more than 10, 20 years ago, they have a strategy, national strategy called Cool Japan Strategy. This Cool Japan Strategy, they focus in the fashion of Japanese, about Japanese food, Japanese cultures, you know, many things like that. So people have to go to Japan to touch this Japanese food, the reality of these cultures. At the same time, Korea, they have called Korea Wave. They also push in the cultural economies. They have, Daejanggeum. Daejanggeum. I'm not sure your country have it or not. That the story soap opera is about the lady cooking with the culture of Korea. This and also K-pop, the music K-pop. So that's become the using in the cultural economies. So now around this region, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, are very crazy about Korean Korean singers, all these. Yeah. So the using this is cultural economies. So what we want to do is how to use the culture plus creativities, add values to the countries. How can we do it? So this is our theme, the cultural economy. This is very important. So what we do, we call Thai Te. Yeah. Thai Te is, you said that how can we use a local culture plus creativities and innovation become Thai Te. Right? Thai Te said how can we add value to the provinces with innovation and creativities. So what we do is have to match up demand and supply. So demand, how can we create the product and service with the local communities, show their identities, say this is cool. We call Te, cool, like this. And also this is demand, create demand. And for supply side, we have to go help the village. Can we help the village to see the product and service? This is cool. They can't have to go, this is cool. Yeah. For example, like this. So this is the movie that we show. They use Thai old music to create the movie. This is one of famous movie stars. And use old Thai music. In the morning, come here.
คิดถึงน้อง ยามสายพี่ไม่จ้องเที่ยวมองหา
That's in the east, Thailand.
ยามบ่ายพี่
In the afternoon, in the south Thailand. And also this in east northeast.
ยามเย็นไม่เห็นหน้าผู้ว่าสวยคำนี้พี่จะมีใครเคียงข้างหนาวน้ำค้างเหน็บเจ็บให้คิดห่วงพี่ก็หนาวน้องก็หนาวนอนร้าวสวงโอ้พุ่มพวงอย่าให้รอถึงเช้าเลยโอ้พุ่มพวงอย่าให้รอถึงเช้าเลย
เมืองไทยสวยทุกที่เท่ทุกเวลา Amazing ไทยเท่การท่องเที่ยวแห่งประเทศไทย
At the end, they said that in Thailand is cool everywhere, in every time. So please go to Thailand. local tourism more and more. So this is the clip that we promote within in Thailand. So. And also this cultural economy also. This movie, the soap opera, is about how they call all Jiao, right? So this come out maybe 3-4 months ago, and this is all the old Thai dress that we have like this, and we dressed like this a long time, 400-500 years ago, and the movie is like flashback to the old days, and she's come from the present time and flashback to the old day, reincarnation, something like that. So it's become very popular movie. So once the movies come up, so people dress in Thai, a lot of them in Bangkok, in other countries. So this use the cultural economy to promote it also. Yeah. Especially they go back to the ancient city. In this one, UTI, you visit tomorrow, right? Or Friday, UTI. So you might visit all these places. If you want to be in trend, so you have to wear, something like this. Right. So I'm also president of Thai Japanese Association. We have a Japanese village there, and this Japanese village we also renovated. And normally we have about 3,500 people per month, but once this movie come up, we have about 12,000 people came, 4 or 5 times they come. Yeah. So this is a cultural economy. Yeah. This Japanese village to talk about. Yeah. So he said this is the number. Normally people are like this, but this jump up when the movie come in. Yeah. So it's quite good. And this is the roadmap, a Thai roadmap. Demand supply is very important. For demand side, we do it by TAT, Thai Tourism Authority of Thailand. And we said, okay, we focus on Thai tourism, Thai tourists. And supply side, we do by Thai Chamber of Commerce and partners. We help to develop the product and services to, with creativity, how can make it cool. And how can Thai tourists proud to use Thai product. And this is how we want our plan to do it. Second phase, the foreign tourists, and also how can we develop product at the international standards. So foreign visitor, we come and buy Thai product with good standard. At the end game, we think that when the tourists come to Thailand, we said, oh, this is good product. And also we export Thai products abroad, and you can buy Thai product in your hometown. This is our plan. Right? Okay, this is end of my presentation. I open the floor for your questions. I hope that maybe you can have some ideas what we are doing right now. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I am Professor Dale Budu from the Philippines, and this is actually my second time to be in Thailand, and I would like to inform everyone that I really love Thailand so much, and I really want to go back Thailand over and over again if I'm given the privilege. But I would just like to make a certain comment about this one, because one of the common problems that we encountered, provided what you have presented earlier, you are claiming that tourism is actually going to be a drive of economy of Thailand. And one of the bad experiences that I actually got from the people of Thailand is that they cannot actually speak fluent in English, and they don't even know how to understand the basic slippers or how much. They don't understand that one. And even in directions, they cannot actually give us the exact directions. And I would just like to ask now, what is the move, or what is now the status of, or the action of the government towards English proficiency, maybe of the of the Thai, especially those who are giving the services to the tourists? Do you have this program for English proficiency for your people? Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thailand, we understand that the English or second language is the key, for our progress in the future. So the government listen to us right now that we we have to penetrate. People learn more English in Thailand. Government is trying, and on behalf of private sector, we got help also. Right? Government right now, they have a program called Partnership School. The Partnership School that is come out with the scheme of the government have the school, either kindergarten, high school, vocational school, that the private sector can take this school and operate by yourself, and government will have the same budget. But whatever you pitch in with your money, you can get the tax refund 200%. So right now it's coming about maybe 2 months already, and people participate like 56 schools at the moment, and a lot of them is about implementation of new type of studies and more education in foreign languages, something like that. So we are alert about it. Yeah. At the same time, if you 4.0, that means that you can have the application. For example, myself, I went to Japan. I cannot speak Japanese, but I have application. You can show in the sign and you can know what's going on. What does it mean? If you 4.0, you can use application. Yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. I was very interested when.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from the beautiful country called South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful countries in the top 2 in the whole world. No, guys, the truth. No, I mean it is the truth.
Yeah.
You can
Cape
go.
Town. Nice.
Yeah, no, it's we define it as the world in one.
Yes.
It's amazing. The great wine.
Yes.
All the weather conditions from desert up
Confirmed,
until.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I saw you speaking on the issue of health tourism, and I know a lot of in the east, like from India, Singapore, health tourism is very, very, big. And just out of interest, you indicated that you guys have got an aging population. Would this country ever consider having active euthanasia,
Active what?
active euthanasia?
Euthanasia is like mercy killing. Yeah, for the old people.
Oh no, we can't kill people. Huh? Huh? No, we cannot do that in Thailand.
Oh, okay, now I just wanted to find out.
No, right now, I didn't want to say it to you. Right now, Thai people we have very good for health and wellness. They said in Thai people said if above the head you want to change your face, I mean that you go to Korea, they're the best. But below your head, come to Thailand. Yes. We are the best in the transverse side. You change, yeah.
So
And also
it's-
another one, right now, I didn't say in here, but we go out, very sensitive in Thailand, but we go out to European, America, LGBT. So this is also, we are promoting, LGBT. Actually in Thailand it's very open, but same time it's sensitive. But we promote outside, but cannot promote inside. Yeah. Please.
Is there
Anyone
any
else?
question from the floor?
Hi, my name is Anne-Marie Nicely.
where?
Originally from Jamaica, from the island of Jamaica, but I work at Purdue University. And I wanted to ask you, is there a problem of visitor harassment in Thailand? And if there is, what are some measures being taken now to address the problem?
We also try to, help, for sometimes the people in the, when you sell, the people want to sell you many products, and sometimes you annoy you or not harass, but annoy you. Buy. Sometimes it's this annoy the tourists. So sometimes we have to help the tourists also that take these people away. Yeah. We're concerned on that also. Sometimes we have to tell our tourist police come to help. Yeah. In many locations we got complaint. We have to help. Yeah. It's annoying. It's not harass that much. It's how annoy people. And sometimes the very bad languages also. Yeah. We are concerned about that also. Yeah. Maybe the minister, you can answer some part of it. Yeah, come on. Harass some guy.
About
In this
visitor
topic,
harassment.
it's quite controversial because as my experience, the physical harassment is not quite happen many of. It's not quite happen very often because the Thai people, when we like I said in my presentation, when we meet for the foreigner, we quite know we think very positive, but very small group of people there do some little crime with them, like pickpocket. But in terms of the visitor harassment, I'm not quite experienced. I'm not quite heard about that much. But our police is quite. But we concerned and we very serious about how to. We can call it. We call like a disturbing visitor. Yeah, we're not quite. Like have experience about the sexual or some of harassment. We quite concerned and we quite patrol to protect our visitor from any crime that we try to protect them safe all trip. But in terms of your question, I think we be quite concerned as some kind of the crime in Thailand. So, yeah. Something like that. So.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that amazing presentation. I'm also from South Africa. Please,
Cape Town?
no, from Bloemfontein.
Okay.
It's very central. Excuse my ignorance if you've covered this in your presentation. I must commend you, Thailand, in terms of your transportation system. As someone from South Africa, I think we can do better compared to, what you guys are doing in Thailand. But the question I want to ask is, even though you have a very good transportation system, and this is my personal opinion, what is Thailand doing to address the issue of carbon footprint? Because there's a high volume of transportation. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's my question.
At the moment, I'm not sure, your first time in Thailand?
Yes, first time.
Have you been to underground?
Yes.
The SkyTrain?
Yes.
Yeah. So we like to promote public transportation more and more. So we are using underground. Right now we're building about 4 or 5 more lines underground around Bangkok, and also the SkyTrain. And also in the future we want to promote more electric car. So that we want to promote more and more. And also more tourists is more waste. So how can we manage the waste is very important. So right now, in many provinces, they bar to using plastic bag and also the straw. A couple months ago, we can see that the whales in not far from Bangkok was dying, and because take all the body out and see a lot of plastic bag inside. So that's a problem. So we try to reduce the plastic usage in Thailand. Yeah. So we're very concerned about SDG. So all this what Minister said before that we want to be on the top of the list of the how to use all these environmental friendly products and also services. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Yüksel. I'm from the University of Portsmouth.
EU.
Yeah, I'm professor there. And I like your presentation. I found it quite strategic and very clear vision, and implementation seems to be quite impressive from my point of view. My question is related to your strategy development. How do you do this? Is it done by the people inside the ministry or inside your organization, or do you get help from other people, or you use your own experiences, because it seems to be quite interesting vision that you have, and it seems to be all happening at the same time. Thank you.
You can see that for example, in these slides, for the cultural economies, we have two main organizations helping. One is Tourism Authority of Thailand, so we're doing strategic planning for tourism. At the same time, the supply side is involved with all the countries' chambers. Thai Chamber of Commerce, we have 76 chambers all over Thailand. Okay, and also we have Thai Chamber. We have another associate we call Trade Association. For example, like trade, the Hotel Association, Tourist Association. All these are in associations. And another one is Foreign Chamber of Commerce, and also our association. Altogether, we call Board of Trade. Board of Trade and Thai Chamber of Commerce, we are partners, and also I'm a chairman of both, and also a chairman of this one. So right now we work together as a whole team, and this is including partners. We have a lot of private sector come to help all these things here. This thing cannot work alone. This thing can work. Everyone have to help. This is the agenda we announced, and we need some help. Either government official or private sectors or NGO. Everyone have to help to establish these. The most important thing is the head have to help. So this one I said ideas to the prime ministers, and also deputy prime ministers. Yeah. So they accept part of it. Yeah. So it's coming along. You know, this something like this. He also go with it. Also, the prime minister with the cultural economies. Yeah. You know, he said this. You can see that the silk of this is made from the village people. You know, this is silk from the village people. If you dress more, it means the village people, you know, can weave more, and also the village people weave more. That means that you have to grow raspberries, yeah, and then have the silkworm and these, so generate more income for the people.
I'm Sandil Kumaran from India. So what is our plan to move from visa on arrival to e-visa? What is your idea about moving from visa on arrival to e-visa in Thailand?
Visa, right now, we promote to have a e-visa very soon, okay? And especially fill in the form. When you come in, you fill in the form, right? So we are in process of take it out, no more form to fill. Because your passport, we need a lot of information in there already, no need. This is a process how we work in the Thai government, doing very slow, you know. But part of it, you know, many government officials said, okay, good. But some said, no, good. So we have to convince them now that, you know, this, you don't need anymore. Because right now it's 4.0. That means that in passport, you have all these electronic chips already in there. And you don't need it. And also, the information that you need, we can survey. You don't need to get more information, 35 million people to do it. Yeah. And e-visa, the responsibilities come from the foreign ministry and also the immigration office. They're working together right now. Yeah. Please.
Okay.
Microphone. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. Name is Oswin, currently working in Italy but worked around the world, and I'm not a tourism expert. I'm much more in the behavioral sciences issues. So I appreciated your presentation, but I see a big gap here. Tourism is about a business about, or some sort of an interaction of people with people. So you defined the demand side, you said technically the supply side. But what about people being involved who are at location, not only as a technical business? You have to love your business. And I'm working in one of the most successful tourism regions in Italy. And the infrastructure as well as the product have been developed for local people and not for visitors. and only those are the most successful ones. So how does this fit your model?
What is it? The supply side. Sometimes the product of each provinces, they have way of life, service, not product alone. Services, the way of life, what they're doing. We go there and ask them, whatever you do, please do the same what you do. Because tourists want to see the what they call the originalities, what you have. You don't have to be like that in Bangkok. You don't have to be like in the big city. Please remain the same, And also maybe something that we can help them to make it modernized. For example, not modernized, I mean that the cleanliness is important, hygiene very important, or maybe security is very important. If you want to go to the countryside, the security is very important. So safety, security. For example, the road sign, you have to show them, where to go, where to eat, where to go to toilet, something like that. We have to help them. But we have to see that how can we make it as originality as possible. No change, But the product that we have to help them. For example, packaging. Like in Japan, I see in Japan, very nice packaging. How can we use the product, the local product can last longer, and they can go and buy and use it abroad. Maybe the product they can use it one day, and that's it, you can throw it away. But if you can use it, better packaging, longer life, and better presentation, so that we can add more values. If add more values, people buy more, pay more expensive, so that the village people can get more money. So everything is about the people, not only the machinery, something like that. I'm not sure it's answered your product or not. Your first time in Thailand? 15 times, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
8 times, yeah. 50 times, okay. So right now we try to help the village people. We go to village people, you got to help them. I don't want them to change. Sometimes they said, more people come to the village, more it means that they have to change to be like in the big city. He said, no, I don't have to be like that. I want to be really authentic, so people can be like that. Yeah. So that ideas we have to tell them. Yeah. Otherwise, all the buildings you have to knock it down and make a big high buildings. He said, no, keep the old buildings. It's really nice. Keep it clean, and people can come. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we can have only one last question.
Hello.
A gentleman. Okay, a lady.
I'm Maria Della Lucia. I'm professor from Italy. My first time in Thailand. I'm very happy with this experience, and I hope to come back again. So I appreciate a lot your presentation, very comprehensive, and in particular the focus on culture, creativity, and innovation in order to develop urban areas, but also rural areas. In fact, it is my research topic. So my question is, how are you going to combine culture, so cultural heritage with creativity in order to balance identity, local identity, and to avoid the serial reproduction of culture?
Actually, this is a big question, big theme that we are working on it. The cultural economy is very important. I try to put cultural economy into Thailand 20 years national strategies. So right now it's not accepted yet. But part of it is accepted, but the whole thing not accepted. But I try to, This is very important. How to make it? What the professor over there said, that authentic is very important. I want to keep it like that. So that's our plan. What to do? How to do it? In the long term, how can we make it? The Chamber of Commerce, we are in every provinces, and we are one of the private sector that helping all these, And we cannot do it alone. We have to get the people, in the village people, and also get the people in the government to help. So right now we have each provinces, we have what they call governor. Governor that's have to change. I mean that they change it every 1 or 2 years. So when they change 1 to 2 years, the strategy always change. So what we asking, if it's possible, that the strategy of each city, each town should be the same, no matter what governor come. So we can develop better, more and more in long term. That's we plan. Yeah. And also what I showed before about the tourism home. That means that how can we connecting city, all these. For example, if you want to see the cultures, then see culture of each town are different. Yeah. Like sport, maybe you can go sport. Each segment are different. Yeah. Maybe you can go for they call in Thai you call Sattha tour, the prayer tour. If you want to pray, this is a big channel. The prayer. If you go to this part, which temple you can go to pray? Yeah, this one go to pray where? Just like in Italy, you go to many museums, you see. Yeah. Okay, right. Hopefully that can help you see our point of view, what's going on in the Thai society. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, I just would like to say that these are the remarkable speakers, and we have got a lot from them. And join me in giving a big applause to them again. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining this session.